let's check out the Hodge twins' fake outrage over the Cannon HInnant shooting.
All right, we usually don't like talking about tragedies like this.
Yeah, especially in
We like our videos to be lighthearted, but I think it's important that we do discuss this topic.
Right.
Because we need to paint this picture to the left
and the right.
How the media is pretty much destroying this country. It's destroying race relations.
Yeah.
It's just tearing this whole country apart.
Yeah, like when you look at our TVs, that is not journalism.
Yeah, it's
tribalism.
Yeah,
they painting black versus white, gay versus straight, Christian versus Muslim.
Yeah,
I mean,
you guys do the same thing. You guys do realize that you are part of the media now, being YouTube content creators. So what you do is also when you're, doing this left versus right thing, you're part of it.
I don't even look at. I look at the news from CNN. I look at Fox. You need to, when you look at the news,
remain objective.
Remain objective. Don't believe what you hear on Fox, and really don't believe what you hear on CNN.
Yeah.
Right. Remain objective. These people are far from objective. When LeBron James was raising awareness about Breonna Taylor, murderers still walking free and her not getting justice. Okay, when LeBron James was raising awareness for Breonna Taylor being murdered, they were not objective about that, but now they want to pretend that they're a couple of objective thinking people.
Yeah. You need to take this information from both sides, and you need to make your own decisions, your own determinations.
Yeah, this country is the greatest country on this planet.
Yeah.
And as proof, there's millions of immigrants that's non-white just trying to get here.
Risking life and limb.
Just to get here, because it's land opportunity. But the story...
still doesn't technically make the United States the greatest nation in the world. We are far from the greatest nation in the world. I guess it depends on your metrics for determining greatness.
The story that we want to discuss today is happened in North Carolina. It involved a 5-year-old white kid.
Yeah, by the name of Cannon HInnant.
Yeah, he was just riding his bike.
Minding his own business.
Minding his own business. His sisters was out there watching him ride his bike.
Right.
And when a neighbor by the name of Darius Sessoms, who happens to be a black guy, just came over and shot the kid in the head.
Now, and to our knowledge, there were neighbors. They were cordial. They even knew each other.
Yeah, the Darius Sessoms, the guy that shot the 5-year-old in the head and killed him, he actually sat with the kid's father, and I think they ate food.
Yeah, ate dinner, broke bread together.
Right, so which is really bizarre.
Yeah, but so the main thing we want to say in this video, we're not gonna paint black versus white in this video.
Yeah, I don't know what was the motivation behind this killing. I just know it was pure evil.
Yeah,
and it was a tragedy.
And everybody should walk away from this video knowing evil come in all colors: black, white, brown, and everywhere in between.
Yeah, but again, the reason why we want to discuss this story is not to exploit death like the left does all the time. If these roles were reversed in this story, if Cannon was a black kid and he was killed at the hands of a white guy,
they would paint this as a white supremacist, and we need more gun control.
Yeah, this would be mainstream news.
Yeah.
The Cannon HInnant incident was big news. The guy got arrested within 24 hours, and I think there was even some hotline tips being called in about him. The thing is with Breonna Taylor being killed by a white cop, the thing is that she has not seen justice. The cops still walk free. Uh, the same with various other black people who have been killed by cops, or sometimes uh, black civilians killed by other civilians who end up not being punished for months afterwards, sometimes not ever being punished. Unlike this incident, where the guy was arrested and charged within 24 hours of the event happening.
But because it's a white kid,
and it's a black man who killed a white kid, you ain't gonna hear anything
it's
about
not.
this.
And this doesn't surprise me.
Wait, you're not gonna hear anything? How did you guys hear about it if the media is not talking about this? This is weird. These conservatives talking about Cannon HInnant and then claiming the media is not talking about it. It's like, how did you find out about it if the media is not talking about it? Like, if you're not, I mean, you're talking about it, so you obviously, heard it from somewhere, and it wasn't just, out of the sky.
Because in Chicago, when young black kids, where this happens routinely,
Yeah.
you don't hear no mention this mainstream media because it's a black kid dying at the hands of another black person. If it was white,
No, the thing is, pretty much, if you watch like local news, you can pretty much find out about like all the crimes and stuff going on in the area, because local news always talks about that. It's just sometimes some cases don't become national news like others. For like every one violent crime that becomes national news, there's like 30 or 40 others that go hidden.
White involved, there would be front page news. That's why we're talking about this story, because the media is pitting left versus right, black versus white.
Yeah, they're exploiting black death for political gain. That's why we're doing this video.
Yeah,
It's to tell, especially to you black folks, and especially to you white people on the left that's feeling guilty because you're white.
Yeah.
They're exploiting both of y'all. They're using white guilt, and they're using blacks to destroy this country.
And
Wow. For people that are complaining about other people using the deaths of people for exploitation, they're sure using the death of this 5-year-old white boy for exploitation.
exploiting the racist past of this country
Yeah.
to exploit you emotionally.
The-
Why are they doing that? Politically motivated.
Yeah, the only reason why they talk about a black man down at the hands of a white man is because it gets hits, it gets views, and it grabs votes for one party, the Democrats.
This was just a white kid riding his bike. He wasn't some guy getting pulled over by a white police officer, punching the cop in the face, taking his taser, or getting into an altercation with a couple guys
holding a shotgun
because you was supposedly on somebody else's property when you shouldn't have. When they're trying to make a citizen's arrest and you grab that gun. This was none of that. It was just a white kid.
Yeah.
This should be mainstream news everywhere.
Yeah, but the media is telling black men, and they're exploiting white guilt, that black men are being hunted down like they're animals. No, they will leave out very important details, very important facts.
Black Lives Matter started on a lie, and it was proven by Obama's Justice Department. That hands up, don't shoot.
Yeah.
But Mike Brown,
That was all a lie.
that was
Okay. Black Lives Matter didn't just start because of Michael Brown. It may have been like a straw that broke the camel's back to get people to, come together. But black people and other POCs have been calling attention to the fact that black people are unjustly targeted by the justice system for decades upon decades.
all a lie.
And that white police officer that was cleared, they ruined that man's life.
Yeah.
And you still see people today, black people and white people, who feeling guilty because they white wearing shirts saying hands up, don't shoot.
Yeah.
Because these people have not did their research.
Yeah,
Their officer was cleared. He was justified in shooting that man.
Just because a grand jury or whatever clears a cop doesn't always mean that a person is innocent. There's been many times where people have been found innocent but actually have been guilty of murder. Like Casey Anthony, a white woman who killed her daughter, and was found innocent of murder. O.J. Simpson, who murdered his girlfriend, fiance, wife, whoever she was, I don't remember at the moment, and was found innocent, and then wrote a book saying, "If I did it," and explaining what he would do if he had killed her. So sometimes the justice system doesn't get everybody. And then there are times where innocent people are sent to jail. There's a large number of innocent people in jail. It just shows that we need to fix the justice system. And extremely, I think we need a large reform of our justice system.
Yeah. That's why we want to do this video. The only reason why you won't hear about Cannon and stories like Cannon, or about kids Cannon's age in the inner cities of Chicago, Detroit, because the media can exploit them.
Yeah. I think it's sick that the media does that. And that's why we have riots going on in this country.
Yeah.
Not because this is a systemically racist country. The media has done an excellent job in panning to everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of people in this country, that this country is systemically racist, and that white men are actually hunt down black men. That's why I can't stand behind Black Lives Matter, because now it's in sports, it's in NBA, the NFL. Black kids 8, 9, 10 years old, they're exploiting them because they're watching it and they thinking their life doesn't matter. And that's the whole point. Yeah. This is all politically motivated.
That's why I'm not going to look at an NBA game. Nope. I'm not going to look at one game. I'm not going to even look at the playoffs because of what y'all stand for. Y'all standing up for a lie.
Well, they're so triggered about Black Lives Matter that they can't watch sports anymore. I find that to be so hilarious.
Yeah, so
that is all a lie.
This is meant for people on the left and the right, because I see people on the right starting to fall for this.
Yeah, you're being exploited.
Yeah, evil comes in all colors, and it all should be put in the forefront when it happens, regardless of race.
Okay, evil comes in all colors, but it also comes in all occupations. And cops continually show how evil they are when they, murder people and not arrest, and the other quote-unquote good cops not arrest the murderous cop. When they attack people for protesting, when they frame people for drugs, like what was going on in Baltimore, when the cops were caught on their body cams planting drugs on people. So to kind of ignore that there's evil within the cops because they like to do that, that shows a bit of their own bias.
That's why when you see stuff like what happened in El Paso, Texas, with that mass shooting, it was horrible. It should have got news. But if that shooter was black, it wouldn't have got front page news.
Yeah, they painted that white mass shooter. What they say? We need more gun control.
No, it was news. How? I don't understand how these people learn about stuff. If it's not from the news, do they act like if it's not on CNN or Fox News or something that it's not on the news? Because that's not the case. I heard about the El Paso shooting, and I don't have cable TV. I got YouTube, and I got a laptop with internet connection, which you can then access various news sites. So I find it amusing how these how the Hodge twins and people on the right enjoy making claims that various events are not in the news when it actually is.
He's a white supremacist.
Yeah.
He targeted people of color.
Yeah.
No, he was a radical. He was an evil person.
Yeah.
Why are you going to pin us, divide us based on that man's race and based on his victim? No, evil is evil.
Yeah, they do it because they can exploit people for votes. That's the only reason.
Yeah.